to start every meeting with a song, right? How about that, right? So, just so you know, we are recording today. So I know that there's a handful of folks that are online. So those in the back, I know that if you can speak up, we know that it probably won't all get captured on our owl here, but the main purpose here is so we can invite folks in that are in our field offices and participate in membership college, but not have to make that drive in and be able to bounce in and out. So, and then in addition to that, since we're recording it, we're going to be able to break up the sessions and be able to use sessions later on if those are a need along the way. So pretty excited about that, but kind of a hybrid kind of a mode. So I'm probably going to be standing behind the podium here a little bit more than what I like, but the owl will follow us. So here in a minute, I am going to put it on presenter mode for that. So, but welcome. Unbelievably, after 30 years, this is my first membership college in the spring. So it's always been in October. So wow, hold on, here we go, right? So I'm excited about that. So I think what that means is we will certainly have materials to you a lot faster. Part of what we're going to try to do here is have a spirit of flexibility when it comes to all the stuff that we're providing and the opportunities that you have out in the field. That was a main piece that I felt come out of our all-staff meeting and then our membership planning was this need for flexibility for our counties, our field team, et cetera. So we're gonna have a spirit of flexibility here. So first thing, I feel like we're gonna, it's not about checking boxes, but the first opportunity that we're already delivering on that came out of all staff, and then we talked more about at the membership planning. And I think Whitney Bauer, she doubled down on it and said, you know, we need to include people in, new people in the membership campaign. And so we invited, again, newer COAs, and then we newer staff to participate. So we're excited to have some newer staff, the Farm Bureau that's outside of our department, to participate in today's meeting. So welcome all of the folks that are here participating in that. I think that's awesome. So today, just a little bit about today. Again, that spirit of flexibility as we move through that. I can tell you, I won't deliver on everything that you need today. So we have a goal of providing stuff, more resources by roughly June 15th, but we will give you some direction here for the summer months, and then we'll continue to add on that. So we won't 100% deliver, which I hate to say that, but I know that we'll not 100% deliver on everything you need today, but we're going to make a really good start. So I think we've got a great agenda put together. So it's an opportunity for us to learn new things, collaborate with each other, learn from each other, and then focus on this next few months here towards the fiscal year and the goal that we need to do to try to get to for that. And then obviously another goal that we're trying to hit there at the end of the year tied to some of our nationwide sponsorship work. So far as membership, last year's campaign was fantastic. Last year we set out for the counties to win, focus on farmers, and everybody delivered on that. 86 county farm bureaus delivered on that. You should be extremely proud of yourselves, and we need to celebrate that. So great work for that. This year we're going to continue that focus on that farmer, but a few nuances, if you will, in terms of how that fits in with our new strategic plan, which at least the draft plan also includes us focusing on that next generation and ag pros. So from a marketing standpoint, plus a programmatic standpoint, et cetera, type things in there, those three categories, farmers, ag, next gen, and ag pros are all part of that and how we deliver on our value proposition. So we have a special guest with us today. I'm excited that Austin Large from the American Farm Bureau is here today. So I think many of you have at least seen him virtually, or if you were here in Columbus, has that been almost 2 years ago in August? Be 2 years in August that we had Institute. Yeah. He obviously led some sessions there. So, but if you're on the coffee hours with the ODs, you've seen Austin. So he's a great, amazing resource for us. And all of that team there at AFBF is an amazing team. Unbelievably, Austin's been with the American Farm Bureau for almost 3 years now, which seems like it was just yesterday, but time flies so quickly. And we've leaned on him hard. So this is the first time in really AFBF history, at least the time that I've been here, that they've put a major focus on membership, which I think that that's so important. And then you've seen that at national convention, and they had the opportunity to invite our president, as well as the year before, Puerto Rico's president, and then James Henderson from Colorado, to talk about all the things that that's driving membership. And this year we had this full session that Bill presented at, and that ended up being a top five session that was rated by the participants. So I think that's extremely exciting that membership is at the forefront. You know, policy is our bread and butter, but membership's important, and being member centric is super, super important. So really happy to have Austin here today to present 3 times and then actually be thought leader throughout the day. So we really appreciate that. He has a lot of experience, and whether that's through National FFA, Texas FFA, he worked on their leadership development team at Texas, and then ultimately, I think, come back to Texas to be their executive director before coming to AFBF. But then in addition to that, he's been an ag educator in his home state of California. So he's not only he also knows our nationwide story really, really well because of being in California. And I believe the president in California and Austin are we're in college at the same time. So real good connection there with Farm Bureau. So again, it just demonstrates how connected we are in agriculture. So give a big warm welcome to Austin. We really appreciate him being here today. I'd really like to also thank Planning Committee. We had the all staff, and I thought that we had some really great, amazing input from that. And then in addition to that, we had a second meeting that same week that several people from multi-departments participated in. And I want to hit that list here, and then I'll hit it at the end of the day. But in addition to Connie Ward, Danielle, Adam Carney, some ODs, Mandy Orhood, Trevor Kirkpatrick, Roy Norman, Kirsten Kimner. We also had Lynn Snyder, Pat Petzel, Mike Bailey, Dan Rapp, Whitney Bowers, and Tim Hicks all participated in that secondary committee that got us to this point. And we're still building on that because we're excited that they're actually here today to continue to listen and help us mold this upcoming campaign. For some reason, I can't find my set of paperwork here that I wanted to read from Roy. So Roy, he'd give me some additional feedback. I'd sent that piece out of what I heard, and then I really appreciated Roy circling back around on that and give us some more specifics. And I'm hoping that by the end of the day, you'll see that we are starting to act on those. Again, one of those is bringing newer people that haven't been involved or involved in our department to today's, and then it's a all hands on deck mentality. So how do we include all parts of the organization and membership? And Roy gave several examples of how we might continue to build on that. And one thing, and I'll just another shout out to Whitney. We talked a good bit about in that planning meeting about how can we, I don't know if you call it a chore chart with your kids or not, but anyway, it's something like that where we could potentially provide many opportunities for state staff to participate in the campaign, how they can fit in the campaign. That could be, writing letters, making phone calls, could be signing members, could be coming out and supporting events, could be just being those local speakers and all that kind of stuff. Anything that you might need could go on that list of things that where we can include our state staff in. So we're also going to have a spirit of that could be similar to on the state level or on your county level. So we're not going to have a real hardcore, or my plan is not to have a real hardcore drive in unless you want it and your counties want to do it in February, March, January, February, March. But, really as early as tomorrow, you could start including your volunteers however they want to be involved and how and when they want to be involved. I know we had a good bit of discussion about that in our planning meeting that, for instance, in Mandy's area, February, March are a really bad year for a county that's most of their people do maple syrup. So can they be involved in the campaign at other points in time? And then also, in addition to that, we know that not everybody wants to sign members. And Kirsten Kimner brought this out in our planning meeting. It's like, okay, how can we build on those strengths of each of those individuals. If they love to do signing, then let's keep them signing members. If they want to do other parts of the campaign, engage throughout that member cycle, which I'll talk more about that in a little bit, let's get them involved in that. So really excited about that. But anyway, to kick off our first session here, I want to welcome up, why isn't this working? Austin Large. He's going to kick this off with trends and of successful membership organizations, and he'll kick it back to me to go from there. We have an, again, exciting program. We do have a break about 10-ish o'clock. We'll have people popping in and out today. But if you need to go before a break or anything like that, feel free to pop up, jump out the back, and then we'll go from there. I am a little more overdressed today than I had planned to be as far as that goes. So you might have thought I dressed up for all of you. Yes, that is actually the truth. No, I would like to, what's Adam Sharp say? It'd be nice to be in jeans and a t-shirt, that kind of stuff. Well, he doesn't say t-shirt, but you know what I mean. But there's a few of us that are going across the street. So I'll pop out around 11-ish o'clock and I won't be back to about 1:15. There's a few of us going over there talking about our value proposition and bringing that to life with senior management team over at Nationwide. So if I'm gone for a little bit, you'll know that. We have a little bit of an audible there around lunchtime. Amanda Domsites was going to be here to kick off our Adobe Express, which Pat, at some point, we're going to fit that in here. Unfortunately, it will not be at that exact time, so we'll blend it in where we can because Pat and I will be across the street. And then there won't be a working lunch at this point in time because of her being out of pocket, but that's okay. Also, I'll mention this again, but I do have T-shirts from the 100-year anniversary of those blue men's and the women's. Well, actually, the blue are unisex, and then the gray ones are women's. I don't know how many we have, but we had like 9 boxes of T-shirts that we would like to find new homes for. If in your county you think you could use them, then we'd love for you to take them. Yeah. The price is my kind of price, so it's free. It is free. It's free. We'll give you special instructions because I don't want anybody stampeding. But anyway, as you know, they're really nice, super nice T-shirts. So if you can use those, they don't do very good in a box. They do better out on people. And if you guys can use them, I'd love for you to do that. And again, the price is free. So anyway, this is the third time I've tried to get Austin to the podium, but as you know, I love a microphone, so I can't get away from the microphone.